It was an interesting trip, and I'm gonna call it also a successful trip. Um, I probably gave myself a little more time than I needed, but when you're trying to search for housing and whatnot elsewhere in another state, it can be very difficult, depending on how close the state is. Um, are you close enough to make a drive to view possible future homes? Or are you so far away that you're trusting that when you get there, uh, that the home is going to be appropriate and work for you? Um, it doesn't always work out like you plan or hope it will. But I think this went very well. We kind of got off to a slow start on Thursday, due to, needing to have the shocks replaced before I took off. And it's and Cherokee is an interesting travel companion. I'm her mom, and I love her no matter what, and I'm always gonna be there for her no matter what, and she did well as far as needing a restroom break. This is the best she's ever done. She didn't need a restroom break any more than I did. But she's got this other alarm system going on called her stomach. And she, and the whole purpose of bringing along snacks on a trip is to avoid stopping to have meals. Apparently she doesn't get that. She doesn't understand that. When it's lunchtime, she expects to stop and sit down and have lunch. And same thing when dinner time rolled around. It's dinner time. We need to stop and eat. So that is how that portion of things went there, and then back to here. And of course, driving back to here on my date of birth, and we seem to have found an apartment. It's a very small, or it's not the smallest apartment I've ever seen, but it will be the smallest I think I've ever rented, even though it's a 1-bedroom. We have 2 bedrooms here, but both bedrooms are very small. And I dislike my room so much that I always sleep up here in the living room anyway. And it wouldn't be the first time we were in a 1-bedroom and I slept in the living room and let her have the bedroom. The bedroom is a good size. I think, it's at least as big as the living area of the apartment. Maybe not, just a tad wider, maybe. There is a walk-in closet, and only 1 bathroom. Kitchen is tiny, not the tiniest kitchen area I've ever seen, but it is probably the tiniest one I'm ever going to use. And my favorite part is there is not wall-to-wall carpet everywhere. That's totally awesome to me. I have come to despise carpet greatly. Wall-to-wall carpet, just it holds dirt, it holds germs, it holds smells, and there isn't any amount of cleaning that actually gets it clean properly. And after a while, it just needs to be replaced, and it needs to be replaced depending on traffic wise that it's enduring. Usually between every 5 to 10 years. So if you're planning on putting wall-to-wall carpet in your home, you also need to know that you better be planning to remove it and replace it in about 10 years. If you've got a low, even if you got, a low traffic area, if you got a no traffic area like a closet, sure, that can sit in there forever. But most of the rest of the house, it's just, it's carpet. It's just nasty. And like I said, you really can't. I don't care how much you steam clean it. It's nasty, and there's stuff that you just can't get out, and smells linger and hold. The carpet that was here in this place just before we moved in, was threadbare and holey, and smelled like dirty diapers, and it was disgusting. But we needed a cheaper place to stay, and but I needed to have that replaced before we moved in here. We would not have been comfortable in here with the previous carpet, and I had some savings at that time that it wasn't enough for me to do any of the other things I really wanted to do with it, so I did cough up half the money to help the landlord replace the carpet before we move in. So whoever comes in after me and Cherokee, within the next month here, whatever, this carpet is less than 5 years old, and it's just me and her companion animal Echo. And I bought a carpet. The way the pile is made is very tight pile, and because I have bad luck with vacuum cleaners, they break down on me frequently. So I picked out a very tight pile of carpets that could be swept with a broom, if necessary. It doesn't require a vacuum cleaner, but that was important to me. He did let me pick it out. But yeah, I'm frustrated because they're not waiting for me and Cherokee to be out completely to show the apartment to potential new renters, and I've never had that happen before. I've never had anybody try to show a place before I was out, and I think it's totally inappropriate. And what I was really upset about is, and I know they did it despite me not being here, was I asked that, well, since we were going to be out of town for a couple of days, that they wait till I get back so that I can be present when they bring somebody through here, or at least Cherokee's here and present. But no, they were here, and they brought somebody through the apartment while we were gone, and which I find very inappropriate to do. I do not have good things to say about for real estate and property management right now. And they turned on my outside lights and left them on, for whatever reason. And the one thing I treated myself to for my birthday on my way home was a speeding ticket. Oh, goodness. It's been probably 10 years since I've gotten a speeding ticket, and I guess I was due. The posted speed limit was 75. I was doing 88 and 13 miles per hour over the speed limit. And he cited me for doing 80. 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. It's still a freaking $135 ticket that I got to figure out how to get paid. When he stepped up to the door, he asked me if I realized how fast I was going. And you realize you're going 88 and a 75. And I just kind of kept my mouth shut because I thought I was going faster than that. So I thought I was doing at least 90, so I'm not gonna fuss about it or anything like that. I guess my odometer is a little off there by a couple miles per hour, but yeah, I gotta figure out how to get this thing paid. I'm too tired right now to really read it properly. Hopefully by Monday it'll be in their system and maybe I can pay it online. But yeah, just irritated. But yeah, I like our new landlady, I guess. She's awesome. It was the only thing that I could say where we were really uncomfortable was when we got there Thursday night, not having any. I didn't have a plan on where to get off at, off the highway at, and so we got off on Las Vegas Boulevard. That sounded like a great thing to do. Well, Las Vegas Boulevard is the strip where all the action is. And there was bright lights and people everywhere and traffic. A lot of traffic for a Thursday night. I guess that, I guess it's not called a city that never sleeps for no reason.